Hypocrite humanity. On the occasion of the Independence Day of Belarus, Lukashenko signed an amnesty law. The Belarusian dictator said, and I quote, "We must act like human beings. Don't be surprised if in a few days the very seriously ill are released." The law provides for the release primarily of prisoners with cancer. The list will also include pregnant women, people of retirement age, and disabled people of groups 1 and 2. However, as expected, there are no political prisoners on the list.
I do not hope that 10 or at least one political prisoner will be released under an amnesty. Perhaps only those who were convicted under some coincidence of articles that were not included in the long list in the law. Amnesty is not a tool that the authorities will use if they want to release political prisoners.
Despite the fact that among the political prisoners there are also seriously ill people, according to the human rights organization Vesna, which means spring in Belarusian, today we know of at least 254 political prisoners who are in a special risk zone for health reasons. Among them are 16 people with disabilities, 91 people in serious condition. There are also people with cancer. Thus, 29-year-old Pavel Kuchinsky, sentenced to 4 years and 9 months for comments on social media, has stage 4 cancer.
Those accused on political charges are in almost all cases sent to custody. One of the clients who was persecuted for political reasons needed a surgery. He could not sleep from pain, and he was placed in a pre-trial detention center, although the conditions of detention should exclude danger to life and health. The investigator responded to our arguments. "I am not a doctor." And the doctors nodded at the investigator, because it was he who made the decision to place their person in an isolation ward. Belarusian lawyer in an interview with Deutsche Welle.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken also called for the release of political prisoners on Belarus Independence Day.
"Your commitment to providing a better life for your people inspires the world. We pay tribute to the bravery of the 1.5 thousand Belarusian political prisoners who are being held captive simply for trying to enjoy the freedoms that independence is supposed to bring. We call for their unconditional release." Antony Blinken, United States Secretary of State, in a statement to mark Belarus Independence Day.
According to experts, the amnesty law is an information cover to make it sound in the Belarusian and Russian media that everything is being done for humanitarian reasons. At the same time, experts do not rule out that Lukashenko may sign specific decrees on pardoning political prisoners, and there are reasons for this.
It seems logical to me that Poland's actions are the main reason why we are seeing some steps towards the release of political prisoners. The visit of Polish President Andrzej Duda to Beijing and his negotiations with the Chinese leadership were the most important. They spoke openly about the migration crisis on the Belarusian-Polish border, and Poland seemed to privately talk about the threat to Chinese transit due to inadequate actions of Minsk. Alexander Lukashenko received an ultimatum. His mood is far from festive. The old tricks no longer work. After the July 3rd parade in Minsk, he will have a trip to Astana for a serious conversation. If Lukashenko has not yet understood, then everything will be explained to him there. Demands were voiced and transmitted: the release of political prisoners and an end to the migration war on the border of Belarus and Poland. Dmitry Bolkunets, political scientist on Telegram.
According to experts, China put forward a number of conditions to Lukashenko on the eve of the SCO summit, and Belarus will become the 10th member of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization soon if implements them. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Yulia Granovska, UATV News.